Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War stream of Raids, week 5, day 6. So, today is probably the last day we're going to need to use this very strange goblin team. It doesn't mean it's the last time we'll ever be using it, but, I don't know, it's still a bit odd, that is for sure, to say the least. Still surprised that it works. I have used this before in the past, of course, with many things, but using it specifically for raids was not something I was ever initially anticipating, but apparently it has been working well. Mang using, or Hero using Mang with mech fully traded into triple goblin rocket. I have actually suggested this to newer players before too, as just something that you can use in pretty much any situation, like one trip with a triple goblin rocket. But I think this is actually the first time I've specifically ever bothered using it for this account for anything, like deliberately. But yeah, it's surprisingly effective. Of course, it can lose very easily since Heroes in First Law gets two-shotted. But assuming that does not happen, it's not too bad. About last day, we'll have to throw it on here. Also, sorry for the slight delay. I actually ended up taking a small little nap. And I set the alarm clock in AM instead of PM. So, yeah, here we are, a few minutes late. Whoops. That's not the first time I've done that, though I think it's the first time I'm ever late to a stream because of that. We'll go and... oh, I want the second goblin rocket before I get this, so let me actually grab that first. We'll go take a yellow down. Don't want to accidentally give him a skull. That gives us all of our manas. We have to take this red. I kind of want to throw a goblin rocket, then throw a red, but I don't accidentally want to give him something off that, so we'll just do that instead. And now we go for the Mang. And, oh, never mind. Grab that. Oh, good thing I did that. Whoops, almost just gave him that. Now I actually am going to go for a goblin rocket instead of a, instead of taking that, because I don't want to waste my turn taking a skull. Even more so if we didn't have immune to freeze, but we do have immune to freeze, so it's not as big a deal, but I still want to do that. Anyway, let's go and mank him now. And now we should be good to go. Now we just need to go find a bunch of skulls. Tempted to take this red just to get a bunch of our mana, but I'll take the yellow instead. Goes directly into him. Still tempted to take that red. Has blue extra turn chance too. I'll go for it. Ooh, good thing I went for that. If you would have gotten that, imagine the amount of rage we would have. No, I never get angry. But I'll go for that. Oh, he doesn't have enough to die down. Okay, now we get angry, this game. Yeah, we have to do something about that. Even if I have the double cast right now, he has to lose all of that. He can't cast that or we lose. Oh, wait, duh. I could just throw a Mank. Oh, but didn't that waste our turn? But I think that is the better option at this point. So I'm going to kill him with Mank. Free Skull Poke plus a yellow. I'll take it. Oh, double free Skull Poke. Oh, wow, that was effective. Our luck today off the Cascades is amazing. Or mainly just during this stream. I don't think it was too special earlier, but still. Oh, there's no way I could drop that because I can't do it all the way to just there. There's no guarantee location I can get a skull on him. And I only have two, so I have to use them properly. Actually, oh no, I was going to say take a red and then try taking the mana, but no, that won't really work either. I think we do double cast here. So I'm going to go for the smaller one first. Oh! I could have just won. Why'd I do that? I could have just won. If I'd done that by 3 and then did the other one by 2, that would have been skull. Whoops. Okay, plan B. I just lost. Okay, that was my fault for losing this one. I didn't see that. Yeah, we could have 3'd it and then 2'd it. Because we had 2 of them just sitting there. Well then, still winnable. It's not over yet. Though it is very close to that point. At least it wasn't a Valraven battle. On the bright side. So we'll go and, yeah, we can still easily win this. It's a Goblin Rocket. We can come back from anything. Pretty much. Okay, I'll move this down so we can hopefully take that red. Also make sure he doesn't get as much mana here. Okay, he denies us, but it does give us a turn next turn that he hopefully won't take. So we'll grab this yellow and surge. Didn't surge it. He moves it, so I can't take it. I have no way of moving it down either. I guess we just move these two next to each other and then hope for a red over there so he can't stop both of them. Okay, he gives us a skull. That is not enough damage, though. Not even close. But we'll take it. We're getting there, though. We'll take the lower red because we could cascade the upper red. Oh, and we did, but actually we didn't even need to cascade the upper red. Didn't even give us anything. We'll have to throw this Goblin Rocket. I need to take it for both mana while simultaneously getting Skull set up. So we can actually do it right there. That still gives us some yellow chances to cascade. Plus it gives us automatic red. And now I take a yellow into 2 skulls somehow. Go! That is excessively unlikely, but still possible. But yeah, I need to get 2 skulls or an ability plus a skull before he does anything. I'm tempted to do it right here. That gives us 3 mana. I believe it rounds up that way. And then we have a skull chance over there, but I'm hoping we get like a red cascade or something. That is not exactly what we needed to have happen. And I am essentially forced to have to take a yellow here. Let me take this one so I don't accidentally give him a skull over there. This gives him the least chance that he'll get a skull. And he doesn't. Good. Okay, I have to kill him this turn. And we do not have anywhere near enough damage to do that. We have to triple cast him. Ooh, wait. Okay. Hold up. We might have a chance here. We have a guarantee skull sitting there. The problem is I need a double guarantee skull him to be able to win. So I think we do it here. Oh, no. We need the double drop, right? Well, we can still get a skull regardless here. It'll still leave the other one there too, so that will give us more cascade chances. So what we do is we cast right here. This will explode. That 3 will get taken. Then there are 4 chances where we can win. If a skull appears, let's see. I'll go down by 3. So if a skull appears there, or there, we win. It's about a 1 in 7 chance. That's actually for each one of them. So that's actually a decent chance that we could still win this. But a skull has to appear in one of those 4 locations for it to work. Or that could happen. And we still had our skull and we still had an ability. Well then, I'll take it. That is not what I was expecting to have happen, but still similar to what was intended. Well, that was a really sloppy battle because I could have won that way earlier, but yeah, the Goblin Rocket comeback. It just seriously killed a Zugoff that had only with his HP loss and 1 mango on him, he killed the entire thing. I think he killed the entire thing. I don't think we had a single other hit on him other than maybe like 1 Goblin Rocket prior or something. There we go. Anyways, on to the next one. Also, hello everyone. Hello Zero. Hello Danny. Hello Dragon Ball Z. Hello Matt. Hello Marcelo. Hello Captain. Also Captain, you mentioned something earlier that I meant to reply back to you with. But I actually completely forget what it is now. You made a comment about something, and I felt the need to say something to it, but now I completely forget what it was. Maybe if I look at the end of the previous stream, I'll remember. Anyways, Demon or Angel. Hello, Demon or Angel. Hello, Max. And, yep, there we are. Also, hello, Sean. Oh, yeah, I was, a little bit delayed today. Ended up, taking a quick nap, and I set the alarm in, AM instead of PM. So, whoops. First time I'm late to a stream because of it. Though, not the first time I've ever actually done that, though. Okay, we'll go and, we'll go for the Goblin. We'll go for the Mang first. Go do that. And the drop I was going to do earlier into the blue to clear out a bunch of the board doesn't work anymore. He moved it away. So we'll take a yellow into a red and we should be good. Okay. And now we can just go and grab the... I'll just lower that down, grab the skull and go from there. Hopefully we don't double skull here. Good. So we'll just take this one. We have a red chance over there. And now kill that out. He has no reflect either, which is nice. I don't know if that was going to be one, but luckily the Valraven's over top of it if it was. We can double drop this. Actually, can we triple drop it? 1, 2, 3. Yes, we can. Let me triple drop it because we get red. And then we can just take the skull. So go grab that. That lowers down. All that cascades. We'll take it for the Doom Skull. Kill that out. And hopefully get something off the cascade. Okay, nothing off the cascade, but at least he doesn't get anything either. We can take a yellow into a skull, but he gets guaranteed skull, so probably don't want to do that. Let's take the yellow then. Well, he just gives it to us instead. That works. And yeah, that should be pretty smooth. All we have to do now is just hit him once. So let's just take some red, I guess, so we can double to set it up. Oh, don't you dare get full mana right now. We just won, pretty much. Okay, well, let's do it right there. And there we are. We'll just go move that over. And way overkill. We could have easily maneuvered that for like 2 or 3 hits if we really wanted to, but he was already dead, obviously. And there we go, right back to the starting amount of battles. Mang Fizz, Grapple Pot, and a new troop for when enemy doesn't have Bone Naga. Noprin Brothers, Fizz Bang, Grapple Pot, new troop if they have Bone Naga. That's what we were using earlier. Right? Wait. Noprin Brothers, Fizz Bang, Grapple Pot, new troop. Yeah, that's what we were initially using when we were doing it earlier this week. I actually didn't care for it as much, personally. It was still working very well. The biggest issue I had with it was Fizz Bang's 1 in 2 chance, and Noprin Brothers' 1 in 3 chance. Once it gets a looping, it was guaranteed win. My biggest issue with it is it wasn't really that consistent at getting looping compared to this team. Because all you need to make sure this team starts looping is double Goblin Rocket. And while it's not an actual loop, it's enough control that it's kind of like a loop. So hello, Rasa. Hello, Calvin. Welcome. If anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Otherwise, the good majority of the stream after raids is, of course, going to be trying to find gnomes, because it is still gnome week. It is until Monday. So if you are interested in trying to find some gnomes for some vault keys or just resources in general, they are available until Monday at reset time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. So basically the end of Sunday, essentially. You guys can see whatever time that is just from looking anywhere within the game. We'll go and throw the Mang down. Get that going. Oh, I should have gotten the... Oh, that's a mistake. Should wait until you have 2 Goblin Rockets before you go and do that. Because now we're blocking ourselves on red. If we get a yellow, that doesn't matter. Problem is, we can't take a red to get him to full mana now. Okay, good. We did get the yellow cascade. So that fixes that mistake. Well, then, that works. Mistake fixed. By pure luck. Okay, we'll go and move this down, try into that skull. I'm actually going to destroy this one skull as much as I don't want to. Okay, that didn't actually work out. I did that try to get more mana, but I guess we'll take this yellow, try getting into a skull. Higher chance that he'll get some kind of benefit out of it than we will, but I still want to go for it. And neither of us get a benefit from it. So I'll probably just drop this down. We can just take it manually, actually. He's going to create a Bone Storm, and that's not enough damage to kill anything. So that would be quite helpful for us. Speaking about helpful, we got a bunch of brown on the top, so that's also pretty nice. So we'll go for that skull. Goblin Rocket into a skull, and then Goblin Rocket into another skull, and that should be match. So we'll do it right over there. That's a free skull for us. Oh, if these weren't Doom Skulls, we could probably get away with taking both. Or can we still get... Oh, wait. We can still get away with taking both. We double drop it, take the extra turn off the bottom. Then that one's still intact, and then we go for the other one. We won right now. Don't make that mistake again and leave a skull there that we could easily take. And there we go. And that's match. We just go for any of them. And down it goes. Okay, on to the next one. I almost want to use this team if they ever make it mechs. A week they have to use all mech. Wait, did we already have that? Wait, I think we actually did. When what's his name came out? That one armor boosting troop. Didn't they already have one where we had to use mechs only? Or was it Adana only? I actually forget at this point. Okay, we'll go and throw the Mang down. Yeah, it was no, it was invasion, so it was mech only. Oh, we could have actually gotten away with that in the past, but it was for invasion, not raid. So you know what, we might not have been able to get away with it in the past, since it wasn't Adana. Or, you know, it wasn't this kingdom. Yeah, so this kingdom is basically the only time, because I forgot, it's actually less effective if you do it in invasion. The only reason why this team's actually working in this particular game mode for this late in the game is mainly because we can Mang into such a gigantic troop. If we did do it for invasions, it wouldn't be anywhere near as effective. Yeah, let's just throw this down. We got pretty lucky again in that he doesn't have 25% scroll reflect. Okay, nothing to really clear here. I guess we'll take the yellow and hope he doesn't skull off of it. Actually, you know what? Let's move that down and then take the yellow. Oh, and I gave him a skull because I did it that way. I should have just went for it. Though there was no way of knowing what the drop would have been, of course. But we'll go grab that. Well then. Guess we'll take some red just to get that mana out the way. He has Agile, which I definitely don't want him triggering. If he does, then that's really bad. I needed this Goblin Rocket to hit it. The one other thing we could do that will waste our turn, but I think it is the better choice here, is just to Mang him dead. And we'll do that. We'll try for the skull over here. Actually, you know what? We could guarantee do it if we double drop. And I believe that's what we're going to do. Just because it's guarantee. So we'll go drop it right there. Double drop that so we can take that skull. And then we just need one more somehow. And now it'll be match. So we'll move the blues away. Take the yellow right there. This is a double goblin rocket. And if we just get a little bit more mana, we pretty much have a guaranteed chance of being able to set up the board. And there should be some way that we could extra turn right here. What is a double 2-drop going to do for us? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'll be right there and there, right? So we'll just do a double 2-drop and that's match. So we'll do it right there. Boom. Yep, or we could just do once and have that happen. There we go. Okay, on to the next one. So far, we are actually going flawless with it today. Even on the final day. Oh, Valraven. Oh, wait. Oops, I accidentally left the, mistakes were made. We got this Bone Naga thing to deal with. Yep, we died a second and we hit it. If it was further down the line, that wouldn't matter as much. I believe we still survive if and only if we do not get hit with a single skull up to that point. The problem is we have to get not hit by a single skull up to that point, which is really hard and annoying to do. But if we do manage that, I don't believe we actually died to his 25% reflect. He has 290, so 25% of that is not 120 something. I don't know exactly what that comes off to off the top of my head. But let's see, 25%, that's 140, 70. It's about 75-ish damage. So that would definitely kill us if we had any damage at all. But if we don't, we still survive. So hopefully that will happen. We'll go through this on last slot, and we need to kill it quickly. Biggest issue here is he has Agile, so if we miss that Agile, we have a pretty good chance of losing. I also need my random hit to specifically hit him when we go for it. I also have no way to set up a skull guarantee right now. So that's also a little bad. I'm tempted to take this red, but out of anything I can take on this entire board, that has the highest chance of giving him a skull. Still did it though. It was worth it. Okay, we'll go take this yellow, and that should be full mana for him. Triple Goblin Rocket, and should be able to work with this. We can triple drop that. Please hit first slot. If they were to ever hit first slot, now would be the time. That is not first slot. That is the Valraven. I guess we could try killing it with full Mang. There's a second issue right now, and that is we're going to give him too much brown. So I'm actually going to waste this one just to hit him like this, so we don't accidentally give him brown. And then we'll just go for the brown here. Actually, we'll go for the red into the brown. Oh, no. Red into brown won't help us as much. If it was brown into red, it would, but red into brown does basically nothing. I think we're just going to take a brown then, manually. Oh, but then it still needs to surge. You know what? We will do it this way. It does give him a skull chance. Oh, we actually turned it. Well then. Okay, that works out. Nice. Actually, one other thing that we could do to reduce down its damage is mank him first if we wanted to. Though I don't believe I'm going to do that. We'll go for double Goblin Rocket instead. And actually, you know what? We do have the board to get away with it. Do we mank him first out of protection's sake? How much damage would that be? If we could survive a 89 hit, I think it would be worth it. How much damage would that be? So we're going to go and reduce down his armor. He'll have 140... No. We have to minus that by 26. So math. Let's go do math. 142. Get the calculator out. So 142 minus 26. 26. That equals 116 times 0.25. And 29 damage is how much he would do to us. That is indeed enough to be able to survive that hit. With that being said, I think we go for it. Because he might even give us a free skull too. So we're going to throw a Mang at him. And he didn't give us a free skull. But what we will go do is... I can't take this in a way that doesn't guarantee give us a follow-up to go hit him. Well, I can go hit him, but he's going to hit me back. Which I don't want him to do. But given that what we just did, that's actually not going to matter. That he can hit us back since we're going to be... reflecting it anyways. Or not reflecting it, but surviving the 89 hit. And is there any way I could do this safely? No, we'll just let him hit us once. If anything, he actually wastes his turn if he does that, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. So we'll do that. And now I need to try finding a way to... Oh, okay, never mind. That solves my problem. Okay, that works. Not what I was intending, but it works. I actually want to not move this for an extra turn. There is a purple to blue. But I think that's just a trap if I go for it. I'd rather just do this into a skull. And then all we have to do is get one poke on him. Somehow we extra turned that as well. What did we extra turn off of? Hold up. What extra turned there? Did we just extra turn on a 3... Oh, no. We got a 4 times purple. Really? We did. No, we didn't. That's a 3... Did that 3 times just extra turn for us? Oh, no, it was a legitimate 4 times purple. Oh, wow, we got a very lucky double purple drop. Wasn't expecting that at all, but it was there. Okay, and now we just need to move that down. We can move into place, but never mind, it'll get taken out. It's not worth going for. We'll just take a move for now. Oh, okay, that works. Right? Yeah, right, because we can go move that down, and that's match. There we go, move that down. Oh, no! Wait, that's too far! I didn't see the other one. Oh, wait, never mind, there's one right here. That's fine. And down it goes. Hey, we got an arcane into the sigil as well. Well, we saw we had the sigils, but we got an arcane off from it too. Sweet. Also, thank you, Isaac, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Ooh, another Naga, but it's all the way in third. That doesn't matter as much. If we lose our hero and it's at third, that we could easily win with Goblin Rockets if we truly had to. It's only Saturday, but my guild tends to have it finished on Saturday. So technically, Saturday is normally my last day of raids or invasions. Not always, but normally it is. And sometimes on Sunday, if we are only like ever so slightly short away, I'll just go and mess with like the weirdest teams ever sometimes. So I don't normally use whatever my normal teams are, assuming we're like right on top of it. Or if we already completed it out, I normally don't even just bother with it. But yeah, we're pretty close to already being completed. Especially if the people in my guild who hasn't done it yet would start doing it. Hopefully they will. Let's see. We have a problem here. I can't take mana. So I'm going to go move this over and hope for red in that general area. That is exactly what I needed. Unfortunately, he cascaded into a bunch of mana. Come on. We need to find our mana somehow. We'll go and I guess move that over. Just need to clear as much board as possible in the hopes that we get red and yellow to replace it. We'll try for the reds here. We have 2 different locations where we have a chance. And we did get one of them. Now all we have to do is throw... Oh, I want that yellow so badly. I don't think I'm going for it, though. Let me take this first. Oh, double yellow. Guarantee full mana, even if it doesn't surge. Okay, that's too tempting to go for now. I have to. So we'll go do that. We have a lot of interesting board setup. He's about to death mark us, so that shouldn't kill. Fingers crossed. We'll go and hit him on last slot. That should be enough to kill everything except the... Never mind, everything. Oh, no, except Skelerus, unless we hit him with a random skull. But we'll go do a double drop into a something. We'll see what happens. Okay, interesting board setup. We could double drop that into the skull, but let's move this first. And yeah, well, now we'll double drop into a skull. We did hit the Skelerus, so that is enough damage. Even if it wasn't, I think the Doom Skull would have been enough damage. We could take this for free, if we wanted to. Or we could do this and hope the explosion hits us a skull, which is also possible. And I think I'm actually going to go that route. Didn't get it. Oh good, he didn't die to death mark. Very nice. We're going to move this. It doesn't give us guarantee skull, but it does give us a red cascade. And hopefully a skull will fall in one of these many locations where we can win off of. Okay, that didn't happen. I should just went for the guarantee one. Of course, we had no way of knowing if it wouldn't or not. I guess we'll just go and double move that and take the guarantee skull into one other poke. I could also do the same thing where we hit him once so we don't actually die, but it won't matter because I believe his 150 damage would kill us regardless, so not going to do that. And now we just need to go and hit him with one more hit, and now we match. So should be able to reach that. He only has 7 HP. Oh, okay. I thought that was giving him skull for a second, but no, we just randomly take a skull out of nowhere. Our luck right now is insane. Here's a... No, there's no reflect thing in here, so we should be fine against this. Do I not check my Facebook messages? No. How do you disable Facebook messages? Because I pretty much never check my Facebook messages. No. That is the last place you should ever try to contact me. Ever. Facebook and Twitter are the worst 2 locations to try to contact me, which is kind of funny because they're actually kind of made for that purpose. But no, they're both the absolute worst. Well, actually, I don't even have a Twitter yet, but I will. But yeah, they are generally not good locations to try to contact me. I mainly only use it for social media purposes. I don't really use it for keeping up with people. Discord and specifically the Gems of War forum, private messaging me for Gems of War related stuff, or my email if it's something business related or anything like that, are generally the best locations. And if you're just wanting to ask a question, yeah, either any of our live streams, or during the or in the comment section of any of my videos, or private messaging me on the forum, or even private messaging me on Steam if you add me. are the best locations to ask about any Gems of War question. Most people just do it on streams. Okay, we'll go and move that over. Take the yellow. And then we just Goblin Rocket it. Oh, wait. He actually turned that? Oh, we're in trouble. We haven't even gotten Mang down yet, though we do have alignment, kind of. So we'll go for Mang right now. I think we finally lose this one. Ooh, okay, that was shaky, but luckily it's still fine. We'll take that. We could triple drop this into a skull. We will have to manually take it, though. Alternatively, I could take red yellow, and I think that actually is what I'm going for. Ooh, that gives him way too much yellow. Oh, and he gets a skull poke. No! Okay, we lost. There's no way coming back from that. At this point, you just try getting as much mana as we can. Ignore almost every skull. Okay, that's bad. We could apply a little bit more damage to him, but that's going to be the end of the line. Yep. Okay, we finally lose today. It's only a matter of time before that happens again. Yeah, we might as well just let him kill us out at this point. Maybe we'll get one more little poke on him, but that's about it. Okay, we'll go take that yellow. If he didn't have everything in front of him, there'd still be the ever so slight glimmer of hope. But no, not with two tanks in front of him that are both, well, actually, mainly just Bone Dragon's annoying. The other one's not that big a deal. It's actually probably the weakest thing that's even available. The only thing good about it is his 20% agile, which can just annoyingly dodge a skull at any moment, it feels like it. Yeah, this is over. I will go and drop down this for yellow chance. Actually got it, not for free, but we'll go manually take that. Have we even applied a single damage of hit to him yet? If we did, probably like exactly 1 damage from the side damage that it does. We'll take this red. Oh, never mind. I have to take that skull if we still want to keep playing this battle out. And that's match. Our only chance right now is the red into triple skull. And actually, you know what? Let's take that and try to get something. Nope. And that's match. And dead. That was to be expected after we lose Mang that early. Okay. Let's do this one last time. And hopefully we get a little bit of a better start this time. Yeah, if I go show the points, you'll see that it's actually technically our last day for this. Oh! Okay, he ended up getting that off the double cascade. We'll go and take the red. Go take that. Get Mango on him. And hopefully win from here. It'd be sad if he actually gets us twice. Though then again, the previous one took us like 4 times yesterday. So wouldn't be as bad if it does take us that long, but still would be pretty bad. Go grab that so we get the blue extra turn just to try to get something down here. Nothing actually really happens out of it, but it does give us a way to take yellow, which is a little bit safer than the other one, so I will go for that. And that gives us full mana on everything. Only real issue here is I can't actually do that into any guarantee mana. So we'll just move that down. That also doesn't really do much for us. I can double drop this into yellow, which I believe is the way we're going to go here. There's no way that we could really use all these bottom skulls anyways with how they're set up, so not going to bother. Do we take that red? Yeah, it's guaranteed to free turn blue. We could try over here, do like a double drop into a skull into the red for free. Gives us a little bit of mana over here too. So go grab that. Take the red. Free skull. Very nice. We could try moving this down and try taking the skull. A few locations where that could occur. Could just even just go move this one down and just leave that skull there. And try for the one off the side, which I believe actually is our better bet. So we'll go do that. Get our red there. Didn't get it though. But a lot of the cascades, not exactly what we needed though. So move that over. This we can actually just drop all the way down, so we will do that. Take it for the skull, take the free red. Ooh, okay, we have 2 of them to deal with now. There's no way I can stop both of them, so we are going to have to Goblin Rocket one of them away. I guess we just Goblin Rocket this one away. There's no way we can even try to attempt to take it for a Sky Skull either, so we'll just go get rid of it. So we'll do that, just so he can't take it, and then we kill it out. And that brings us back to double Goblin Rocket, surprisingly. We can go and triple drop this into skull, right? Yes, because that one will be 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. That doesn't align the way I need it. There isn't any way I could drop it properly. Never mind. Okay. Plan B is, I guess just pass our turn and hope he does something weird. Let me take this in a way that gives him a turn afterwards. So we'll take the blue right here. And now we'll try a Goblin Rocket here. It gives us, 3 locations where we win. Skull there, and skull there. All give us a kill. And that also works. There we go. Yeah, we got the skull right there. So we'll go grab this one. I'm going to leave the left skull so we could use it for something. Oh, wait, no. We have a slight problem here. that yellow is going to give him a free turn yellow, which gives him full mana, which gives him a kill. How do we work around that? I think the workaround is... Is there one? I would have to get rid of my capability to take a skull if I do it. Oh, no, I don't. I can do this. Oh, no, it still gives him a skull. No. Well, then, that's bad. I guess we could try for an extra turn off the top, but that's about as far as that's going. Okay, this is slightly bad, and that makes it so that happens, but still. Please do not land this. Ugh, that double kill. Okay, we'll take a skull right there. We're back to the try to win with one goblin rocket drawing board. Definitely possible, though very annoying to do so. Well, we'll go for it over here. Take the red after, the free turn red. We need 4 more hits on him before he decides he wants to hit us. We'll take this red into a skull chance. Higher chance that he gets it properly. Oh, wait, let me grab that first. Oh, it wouldn't have been a skull, so good thing I didn't go for it. I still need to take this red regardless, though. And I shouldn't take it for a chance, because it's probably going to fail. I could take this green over and try for a red there. I'd rather go for the guarantee, though. Okay, good thing. I don't think that would have been a red. Actually, we could figure it out. If the 2 drops from here is a red, then, yeah, we'll find out for sure. Let's go take it this way. Gives us more skull chances. So we'll do that. That wasn't a red, so if we would have taken that earlier, we wouldn't have extra turned it. What do we need? What do we need? Nothing looks good on this entire board. Guess we'll take this purple and hope a skull doesn't go right there. Good. Oh, he took my red away, though. I have to give him a skull hit poke, I believe. Is that enough for him to kill us? Yes, it is. I think we just lost. That green move's the only move on the entire board. The only thing that could save us is triple red, yeah, triple red. Triple red or triple blue are the only 2 things that save us. I don't believe there's an extra turn anywhere other than that. And because he got that lucky move on the top, he didn't take this. Because I was banking on him taking that and then us taking a skull. And then goblin rocketing again. But he ended up taking our red over there. Or he ended up getting a cascade that allowed him to take red. Which made it so he didn't have to take this. But yeah, 3 times red falling in or 3 times blue falling in are the only ways we don't lose. Or a 3 times skull into another 3 times skull into another 3 times skull. With one of those being a doom skull would also work, but that is even more unlikely than the other 2 mentioned ones. And of course we don't get it. All 3 of those options were very excessively unlikely. And there we go. Oh well, that's the end of the line and probably our final score. But the reason why it's like this, why it's probably our last day, is by the time everyone in my guild does their battles later, that should be enough that we end up getting all the way to 180. But if we haven't, of course we'll go mess around with something tomorrow night and go do that. But yeah, by this time tomorrow, they should already be done, I would assume. Because normally they do it way earlier than what I do. Also, JCG, you didn't go bother... Oh, actually, he's not here. He's normally just in the morning streams. But he didn't bother going to 500. I don't know if he did that deliberately or if it was just harder. But, yeah, he didn't actually bother going to 500 yet for this particular week. Interesting. Oh, well. I think we still did okay for that, given the team that we were using. I'm still going to keep my mech class up just in case we still need it for anything, but we'll probably change it later. Anyways, let's go do, yeah, I guess just explore for the rest of the time. Let me go do, no, we already did our dungeons. Yeah, let's just go do explore for the rest of the time and go see if we can find a vault key, our final vault key of the week. Or then again, we'll probably get a few more tomorrow. Most of it will probably be off stream though, but if I do find any, I'll try saving it for the stream. Okay, we'll go and, move that over. I could have taken that for 5 times. Not that big a deal, though. And down it goes. Today you got a Plague. Can you show a team for him? He's not worth using in any team. He's good for defend if you're going to run some kind of really weird, like, double humility, Dracula's Plague team or something like that. But, as far as, or some kind of Azura Plague team to do max stat reduction. But there's 2 big problems with Plague. One is he's only useful if fully traded, and he's ridiculously expensive to fully trade. And the second is, even if fully traded, he's not better than Azura, as weird as that may seem. I know Azura is only an ultra rare, I mean only an epic that you get for free from a kingdom, but it's actually weaker than Azura in almost every situation, unless they're specifically running Kraken. That's about the only time. Unless they're running Kraken, or they're running mass, or if you need mass stat reduction for whatever reason whatsoever. Those are the only 2 times when you would want a Plague on your team. And even when you use a Plague, you generally use an Azura and a Plague simultaneously on the exact same team. But yeah, if you are going to build something like that, I would say go any 2 troops followed by Azura Plague is about the way that you would normally play it. But it's not worth using because it's so slow. It's really good at making the enemy team lose, but it's really bad at winning in any kind of timely manner, and which means it's not as good in PvP and the pet battles and in many instances when in the game. It's just not worth doing. Actually, you know what? In pet battles, it might be okay if you're struggling with them still. But that's about the only instance you might end up using it in. Because if you're a mid-range player and you have a Plague, you can Azura a Plague probably to the point that they wouldn't be able to do anything in the pet battles. There we go, first gnome of the stream. Or at least of this one, of course. Hopefully we get something good off him. Come on, Vault Key off the very first one, go. Let's see it. Vault Key, boom. 1 Vault Key, thank you very much. It's Friday stream all over again. But I'll take it. Oops, don't use that one. Use the real Vault battle team. The Sunbird, Forest Guardian, Ogren, Firebomb. You can still use the same thing that we were using, just with the Firebomb replaced out over the Gerbil guy. Also, don't forget, you can still farm for Gerbil gold tomorrow, too. It's pretty good gold rates. About the same gold rate that you'd get in PvP if you were doing it normally. But, yeah, let's go run this. Hopefully we get some good loots from it. I still have yet to see the elusive 250 gold drop. 250 gem drop from him. Has anyone gotten that yet? They did add a 250 gem drop to the Cedric. I don't know how common it is. Apparently doing like a dozen keys is not enough. Actually, we did more than a dozen. We did like probably around 17 keys at this point within the last few days this weekend. And Friday, of course. But let's just go throw this down. And what do we get? Come on, name the drops that are worth over 100 gems. Oh, we only got 60,000 gold. That's not too good. No, at least we got 4 gem keys from the other gnome, so that's not too bad. But, yeah, all it was gold. That's like between the 2 of those, that's like 20 minutes worth of gold. So not really too amazing, but still better than nothing. He does have worse drops in there, so it's not the worst possible thing, but still pretty low down there. Actually, I almost feel like that gnome's 4 gem key drop will be better value than what we just got in gold. For sure feels like it is. You got the 4 drop on PS4. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's a lot of gems. I don't think they've ever had anything where you could get that many gems just all at once like that. Of course, the chance for it's ridiculously low, but it is there. It is possible. We'll go to Skull Poke him. That took way too long because of that summon. Yeah, I got the 15 event key once or twice already. It's the second best drop I believe he has is the event key one, similar to the gnome where it's his second best. Yeah, the event key one is worth about 210 to 225 gems, depending on which way you look at it. Of course, it's not as flexible as gems since you have to use it for event keys, but still, if you were planning on buying event keys, it would have saved you at minimum 210 gems. And eventually you would have to throw event keys anyway, so yeah, it essentially saves you 210 gems, getting the 15 event key drop. And then we just sunbird him down. Okay, we'll take the blue, move that immediately. Oh wait, we're still using this team. Oops, I didn't mean to be doing that. I keep forgetting, even though it plays slightly differently. Well, actually, it doesn't really play that much differently. The Forest Guardian follow-up does, but, yeah, let me just switch that back. Fail. That's not the first time I've done that. I guess they do play quite similarly, which is why I don't normally notice. But I've done that several times already this weekend, where I go do the Vault Key, and then I keep using the Vault Key team for normal Explore. Some people probably do use that as their default Explore team. I'm personally not a huge fan of it. For 2 reasons. One is you can't put this troop on it whenever it is a nice bonus. And the other is that I just don't like using Forest Guardians. It's not necessarily that the Forest Guardian I hate using. It's just I like having a double hit to use for moments like this when it's not enough damage. And ideally would get both Sunbird and Rowan and then just kind of kill it out that way. Whereas you can still do it with Forest Guardian, but the chance that you have purple to skull alignment isn't always there. Whereas you would always be able to cast Rowan unless you took so much damage that you couldn't. But That's very, very rare in these battles. She would have to get hit by something that has like armor tier or something like that to actually lose that much armor. The low-level Azura teams? Almost every team's a low-level Azura team. She's the best mana generator, or one of the best mana generators in the game. I'd probably say Herdmaster, Azura, any damage source you have, and any damage source you have. You could also do it with a cheap frontline tank if you want. You could go with a Lava Golem would probably be the best, since it doesn't have any mana conflict. So you go with the, or fire, is he Fire Golem or a Lava Golem? I forget his name actually. Or it's not Obsidian Golem, I know that. But it's the one from the brown-red from Broken Spire, that one, the ultra rare one, which you probably have. Not sure if you have it traded, but using that, the Lava Elemental, followed by Azura, followed by 2 damage sources, would end up being your best team. As far as damage sources, depending on how early you are in the game, you could go with Ranger into one other troop, like maybe a better Legend that you might have if you have any yet. Otherwise, just go with any double combo that you know of that might work. It depends a lot heavily on what you have. But if you gave me some examples of what you might have, I could kind of give some things. But just try covering every color with anything that basically does damage. From Lava Elemental, Azura, into 2 others. With one of those others likely being Ranger. Okay, we'll go and move that over. Put it into full mana, and then Sunbird it down. And we get our Arcane. We actually got a lot of Arcanes this weekend. Pretty sure we hit over 100 Arcanes so far. Between everything. Which is a pretty decent rate for them. Get a Rowan in there. Okay, so we'll go and take our stuff for Firebomb there. Go grab that down. Get another Sunbird going. And should be good to go. Get Sunbird. Dead. Also, for any of you that don't know, I don't think I mentioned it to stream, but you get Azura for free from the Merlantis Kingdom, if you don't already have it. It's among one of the best free troops you can get, if not the best free troop that you can get from a kingdom. It is very insanely powerful. As I mentioned, it's technically better than one of the mythics in the game. It's the best troop in the game for stat reducing in most situations, as well as the best troop for Dispel in the entire game. It doesn't have the quickest possible Dispel, but it has the most spammy Dispel, which is more important than getting a quick Dispel. You got Magnus. Know any good teams? Magnus. Why can I not remember what a Magnus is? Brain fade. What's a Magnus? Why am I completely forgetting what that is? Let's see. Magnus. Oh, him. I forgot about him. He's kind of average. He's also really dependent on being fully traded because he has Impervious plus his final trait is the best random stat in placing. It's the best random stat placing effect in the game is his final trait right there, where he places a random negative stats effect on 4x, 5x matches. You generally would use it with some kind of loop team, but you could use it with the Azura thing too, just to go for a lot of disables. But as far as team, well, what kind of team are you looking to use them in? You would normally use it into some kind of double AoE team. So you would use a tank in first slot, a mana generator in second or third, depending on what you're running, a AoE in second or third, depending on which way you ran the other one, and last slot with him in last slot, due to his Impervious to protect you against Krakens, as well as just to tank down the back line of your team, because his has a decent HP armor. But yeah, you'd kind of just put it in the back line just to tank for yourself, essentially. His damage isn't really that high. It does after he already does an ability. But after that, or prior to that, it doesn't really do too much damage. Because it boosts based on disease and poison, but until you do the first cast of him, he doesn't get that boost ratio, unless you got a lot of these random effects. But if you have it fully traded, I would say just use it in double AoE. If you don't have it fully traded, I would just stick more so to whatever you're normally using. Because when he's not traded, he loses almost all of his value. Hey, we can go do a team with him real quick. So build something slightly cheaper with it. So let's do it over top this one, I guess, since we might still need the other team for some stuff. So let's go build a cheaper team for him. Let's go with that. Go with Azura, because that'll be the only thing we'll likely use with blue. Put this all the way in last slot. Let's go with the... We don't need Lava Elemental for this. Also, that was the one I was referring to, by the way. This one. Lava Elemental. Best early game tank, pretty much. Does 2x skull damage off of the burns that it does. Has a really high amount of damage. Has some slight board control in it. Has stone skin. Overall, just really, really nice troop. So, you know what? I've been mentioning it. Let's just use them on this team. And now we can just put a ranger in here as a early game kind of standard damage. And that would count as our AoE enough that it should work. And there we go. So this is an ultra rare, a troop that you get for free from completing out the Merlantis Kingdom, a rare, and Magnus, which you mentioned, which is the only hard to obtain troop in this team, but you already have it. So let's go and guess a +1/+1, or we could go all in Azura. I believe I'm just going to go all in Azura because that'll also help give Ranger a bit of mana. So we'll just go, we could either do this with Frozen Banner, or we could go with a just standard blue-purple. I think I'm going to go Frozen Banner. This does make it so our Lava Elemental gets up a bit slower, but I think it'll be worth it to get the quicker Azura. Also, since we're kind of using it like this, I'm actually going to move the Ranger up by 1. The main reason for this is it does have a slightly higher attack, not by much, but also has armor piercing, so that could come into play, because she does HP reduction at a 1 in 4 chance, so you never know, you could end up getting synergy there. But let's go do that. And oops, there's a fake team. Let me go kill out with a Gorbel real quick, and then we'll go do the team I just composed. The early game Magnus. The only slight problem with that team is almost everything on it needs to be traded except Ranger. Though Ranger would be the cheapest to trade, so at that point you might as well just go for it too. Oops, I didn't take that for an extra turn. I guess it doesn't matter much. You can just go keep throwing fire bombs against this. And let him do it again, and then we'll just kill it with a Sunbird. And there we go. And we get 400 free gold from doing that battle on top of all the other resources. Thank you very much. Wait, we still haven't hit rank 1 PvP? That's sad. I need to go do that. It's almost Sunday and I still haven't done that yet because I keep doing either casual PvP or explore this entire week, and or some arena. Even though I actually have a decent amount of trophies, I believe, mainly just from doing arena. But yeah, I need to go finish that out later. That's a huge fail. Anyways, let me go grab that. Always make sure at minimum you do 1.9k if nothing else. But I've been in like every game mode other than ranked PvP this week. Anyways, let's go and use that team. Here's an actually pretty hard team too, so we'll see if he can win against this. We might actually just lose due to how much mana drain he has, but hopefully not. And if we do, then we'll just go into another battle. So he'll go Spirit Foxes here. That is guaranteed. He'll just hit us on a Ranger, I guess. You know what? Let's actually go for Skull Poke right there. Go for that. Okay, he does do it on first slot. That's not too big a deal. Though then again, that does make it so we have less of a tank now. We'll want to go into full mana Azura if we can. Immediately as possible. Since he has just drained us. He still has Scion, but he's not going to do any drain off of that, since we don't currently have any mana. So grab that, we'll grab that, grab that one. That gives us Ranger, though we don't need to cast it yet. We keep doing a random stats effect every single time. We got a Silence, we got a Stun, we got a Freeze, we got a Web. Too bad we didn't get a Tangle. We got a Fairy Fire on it too. Is that enough damage to kill? That goes up to 36 damage plus the split. That's not going to be enough to kill, but one Skull, I believe, would bring it into range. I'll do that. Ah, why must you do that? Okay, we'll go try that again. And I guess we will Lava Elemental into Ranger and hope for the extra turn. Is there any way we can extra turn or kill it right now? Too bad Fairy Fire doesn't count as burning, or else that would be enough damage if he was Hunter's Marked or anything right about now. But he's going to drain us, so I think the way to go here is just to boost ratio this hit down. Let him hopefully go for the Skull and then go for the Ranger Poke. So we'll go do this. He does not do any of those traps, so we'll just take a Skull, and I'll kill it out. We actually did 60 damage right there due to the 2 times that he does from Pyromania. Of course, that was way overkill at that point. We'll go take the yellow over. Still haven't gotten a single Zero. Let me just go for that then. We do have to take some blue to do that, though. But we'll go for the reduction here. Got a double HP. Got a free Skull off it, too. Very nice. Ranger's enough to clean up as well, so we'll just go clean up with it. We'll do this on the him, because he's the biggest threat at this point. Yeah, he's going to get a Famine on us. Not much we could do about it. We could do this one of 2 ways. We could either throw this and hope we get lucky, or we could not throw it and just let him Famine us. But I'll try to get lucky. Okay, we didn't really get much out of that, but he did die, so we must have hit an HP on him or something. And with the poison, he ended up dying out. I know this is a Magnus team, but as you can see, we haven't cast him a single time, but that doesn't mean he's not doing anything. He's actually helping us out a lot due to his final trait, which is one of the reasons why I said we need to fully trade him. He keeps placing Fairy Fire, Burns, other stats effects, which have been helping us to win this battle. And while he hasn't particularly casted himself, he has helped us. He even killed out last slot with poison, He's been doing a lot for this team, off of just his trade alone. Yeah, if you haven't fully traded, I guess you could use something like that. It seems good enough. We just beat a real team in late game with it, so yeah, it works. You probably wouldn't be able to win against everything this late in the game, obviously. You'd need to upgrade some things like the Ranger eventually and stuff like that, but it functions, that's for sure. And it's cheap enough that you probably have it. The biggest issue is just getting Magnus fully traded, since you already own it. But you might not have the trait stones for it yet. Your current setup at level 69 is Mace of Malice, Azura, Valkyrie. I forget which one Mace of Malice is. Mace of Malice. Isn't that just one of the standard red weapons? Mace of Malice. Apparently it's one of the standard brown weapons. Azura, Valkyrie, and Rowan. Azura, Valkyrie, Rowan is good. The player with that weapon, not so much, but I assume it's because you don't have any other brown weapon, which makes sense early on in the game. You're going through the quests and kingdoms. You've done maybe a quarter of the kingdoms. But yeah, that team sounds perfectly fine other than the weapon, but I know you probably don't have any other alternatives, so that's actually fine for now. But yeah, just make sure you have your hero class leveled, whatever hero class you're using with it. If you happen to be using a brown one, you would get extra stats from that. Make sure not to trait them, though. They're kind of a waste to go trait them. Not sure if you have it yet, but you would get extra armor. Not extra armor. You get 5 additional damage on that weapon if you were to fully level up the mech hero class. You get that from Adana, so you might already have that done. You're going to need it anyways to get a better weapon from Kizil as well, which has brown in it. But yeah, if you complete out all of Adana and then complete out all of Kizil, you end up getting this weapon right here. Weapon, War and Peace. So you would end up getting this weapon. It hits damage to all enemies and is pretty nice. And of course, if you're using a hero class that can get 5 additional damage to it, you can get it even higher, and it gives all allies 2 attack. Costs 16 mana cost. And the other reason I say this is if you are planning on using a brown there, which would make sense since you don't have it anywhere else on your team. But if you end up using a brown there, at minimum, at least maybe try getting Adana done, because this ends up giving you a hero class if you don't already have it that has a brown in it. And because it has brown in it, actually we're using it right now, but the main relevant aspect of it is, where does it show the thing? Wait, what does it show the thing? That awkward moment when you're a late game player and you can't even find it. Because they keep switching up this menu. Okay, but it gains 5 additional damage when using a brown weapon, if you get it all the way leveled up. And this is a pretty relevant aspect of it, and is definitely very, very helpful. So yeah, you could be getting 5 more damage than what you're currently using. If you're using, like, let's say Warlord, like right now. While its stats are pretty nice and well-rounded, you wouldn't be getting that 5 additional damage off your weapon, which might be more relevant than the other stats, but yeah, probably just using the standard hero class is still fine, though. And the team in general is actually really good, minus the hero. But of course, there aren't other alternatives until you get some better tanks. Lava Elemental would actually probably be a pretty good replacement in there. Biggest issue with anything double-colored, though, is it is going to block at least one thing. Like the other one I mentioned would block Rowan. Lava Elemental would block Valkyrie. But, yeah, you just throw Valkyrie, or you probably know how to play by now. But you throw Valkyrie into Azura, throw Azura, get Rowan, throw Rowan. One thing that you might want to be careful about, though, is having Rowan last slot. There are several troops in the game that can hit last slot, so you might want to consider moving around the team slightly. Even if it's just moving Valkyrie to last slot so your Rowan is in 3rd or something like that, may end up helping a bit more. Of course, a Valkyrie in 4th slot is pretty useless, but it might act as a backline tank to your Rowan, just so it doesn't die. But of course, you could just switch that up when you are up against something that's relevant for that factor. Because there's not too many of them that do hit last slot, but it is a pretty popular technique, particularly earlier on in the game, for people that are aware of it. Because very few people actually build their teams early on in the game to be protected against last slot pokes. And there are several of them out there. And they even added another one in the most recent kingdom. They added that Ice Worm, which is actually pretty decent. Hey, Treasure Gnome. And pretty much everyone has access to it, too. It's 3 commons and a rare using, what's the team? Valkyrie with triple Ice Worms. While it's probably not that commonly used, it is still very effective and really good if you're using a good troop in last slot. And with Rowan there, someone could end up countering you out with it. So there's 2,500 gold. That's pretty nice. Also, thank you, GoldenEye, for subscribe. Much appreciated. Oh, you tweaked one of the teams? Yeah, we've ran a lot of Rowan teams in the past from some of my videos. I really should go and start up like another newer player series or something like that. They're normally a lot of fun. My biggest issue with them, though, is my commitment to them has been kind of... it's like really high initially, and then it kind of dies down some. I'm really bad at doing like little series videos like that. Just because my interest in pursuing it can vary from time to time. But we will eventually make another little account thing. We might not make an actual series for it, but we'll just kind of build it up and just kind of do like every now and then kind of like, hey, here's the progress on this account right now. And things that you should be doing at various points within the game. We've done that a couple different times now already. 3 to be exact. We've done 3 little mini-series on like what to do as you progress through the game from making a brand new account. Generally, I do it when they add like some kind of major new feature. I believe the most recent one we created was when they added the Soul Forge. And that was from like 7 months ago or so. I think it was sometime in November, around there. Yeah, we'll go get a Ran in there. And we'll need one more little poke for that. And down it goes. But hopefully we find at least one more gnome before we end out the stream. But if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. As we will be wrapping up in the next few minutes. We'll get Sunbird down. Knock that out. And there we go. You think perhaps you were thinking about PvP loss countdown? Tick off your score that seemed to take forever, and you can skip. Wait, what? I don't know which one you meant with that. Not sure what you're referring to with that. Okay, we'll go and take the purple down, take the green, get a Ruan, get a Sunbird dead, if it'll cast, and down it goes. Throat's being all weird. Gotta drink water. Really do need to be drinking more water with how much I keep talking during streams. Otherwise, the throat will get irritated. We'll go take a, what do we even need here? I guess we'll just try for the red. We'll go start grabbing that. Take the red. Take purple. Grab that into the win, and that'll be match. Oh, wait. How is that not enough damage? Hold up. How is that not enough? Okay, we'll get all of our mana back. Guess we'll get Rowan up real quick. No point taking skulls. Would take too long compared to just casting her down. And go from there. If it would cast. There we go. Down it goes. And what will the last treasure gnome give us? Hopefully something not horrible. We're gonna take the blue for the firebomb. Get a Sunbird in there. Get a Sunbird in there. Down it goes. Oh, I think we have like 3, 4, 5 times over the limit that we needed for the event gems this week. Really easy if you haven't already done it. It takes like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, depending on where you're exploring or fighting in. If you kill greens in PvP or explore this week, you do get a bunch of free resources, most of which are event keys, which come in handy. So we'll go through that in there. What do you think you'll do the updated Guild Wars Defend Teams video? Probably next Guild Wars, I believe, because I wanted to wait at least one of the things. So, not next week, but the following week, I'll most likely be getting around to that. Like, right before Guild Wars starts again. I wanted to wait one Guild Wars, just because we wanted to see how Doom Skulls would affect things. But yeah, I'll probably do a 2 videos. I'll do one over Defend and one over Invade teams. And I'll ask around for a few people, too, to see what they're kind of using as well. Because, of course, I have a few that I like to use, but there's obviously more than just what I use. I'm also going to look back at the video earlier, too, just to double-check what people were using. Because most of the teams that people are using this late in the game are likely relevant. But yeah, I'll go probably compose it up for next Guild War, which is 2 weeks from now. Doom Skulls didn't actually affect it as much as I thought it would. It does to the degree that Glaceon and Bloodhammer gets used on pretty much every brown, red, or purple day on Defend. But other than that, not really seeing too much of it. Or at least the previous week. Could have been that it was so new that no one really had it yet at the time. But at this point, pretty sure most people have it. Or at least most people this late in the game. If you were bothering to do Guild Wars to a degree that you care about it, you're probably late enough in the game that people around you have those troops. Because earlier on in the game, you don't really need to worry about guild wars at all. You can pretty much just completely ignore it, or just play it extremely casually, and it wouldn't matter. Come on, gnomes, where are you? Want to get at least one more before we end out today. It could be a Vault Key. Go throw a Firebomb down. You got your first major orb from Vaults. Congratulations. Oh, that means you completed out every single task then, if that's the case. My guild hasn't even done that yet. No, it's mainly because I have several people in my guild who has been kind of slacking on them. There we go. There's the gnome I wanted. Okay, come on. Let's see another Vault Key. We already got one earlier this stream. Maybe we can get two. Let's see. We'll take a green. Oh, I should take a blue to green just to guarantee in case it didn't surge. But oh well, too late on that. We did get the surge. And what do we get? 3 event keys. Second best drop. I'll take it. That's not a Vault Key, but depending on what we get from a Vault Key, that could technically be better than what we'd get from a Vault Key. But yeah, that's the second best drop. Best is Vault Key. Second best is 3 event keys, which is approximately 42 to 45 gems, depending on how you look at it. And the next best after that is 4 gem keys, then 20 gems, and then whatever the other ones are. But yeah, 3 event keys, not too bad. Speaking of event keys, the thing I was mentioning earlier too, the little event objective thing, if you haven't already done it, you still have all tomorrow to do it. It ends in like 1 day or so. But yeah, there's 12 event keys just sitting there, 85 gems, 3 gem keys, quite a bit of loot, really, really easy to do. Without even trying at any point, we ended up doing 710. So we ended up doing more than double the requirement for it. Pretty sure there's some people that have like 10 times, 20 times the requirement for it. But it takes like 1.5 hours to really get it, for the most part. Maybe 2 hours if you're running slightly slower teams, but it doesn't take that long at all. Let's go check our mail, get our little level up bonus thing. We also get event key every single time we level, past level 1000, which also helps us a little bit. It takes forever to get a level, but you do get one every single time. We ended up getting 263 event keys and 2,630 glory from it. Not that much of either of them, but still, it's more than what we had before. But anyways, guys, I'll be heading off for now. Hope you all have the good rest of your weekend. Hope you have the best of luck in finding gnomes, if you are going to be trying to find them, to get vault keys and other good loot from them, because they are really, really good to try hunting down for the resources. Pretty much the most resources you can ever obtain of almost every resource they have when they're available. So I would highly advise going for them, even if you can only win 2 battles a minute. Doing some kind of weird explore team of some kind, it's still worth going for. Of course, the easiest one to build would be double firebomb into Sunbird Rowan if you own it, which is relatively cheap. Sunbird's ultra rare. Rowan is free from the Forest of Thorns Kingdom, that one right there. Oh, tribute. And the 2 firebombs are both common. The 2 firebombs do have to be fully traded. The other 2 do not need any traits whatsoever. And yeah, works out quite nicely. Relatively cheap. And it would end up getting you about 2 wins per minute, even at a lower level range. And it's definitely worth trying to go and use it for, specifically on the Explore on Kingdoms, where you actually need the Arcane Trait Stones from. So let's say you need, like, a, let's say a brown-purple Trait Stone, you can just go to Dark Stone and just keep grinding it out there. Also, if you don't know what Trait Stone you actually need, you can go under Inventory and just click on any of them. And if you just click, let's say you want a red-yellow, you can just see all the kingdoms. Wow, there's 3 kingdoms that have red-yellow. But you can just click on I believe that's the only kingdom that actually is triple right now. You can just click on this, and if you click on any of them, you can go to that kingdom to kill it out in, and it just brings you right there, and just go from there. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Oh, also, by the way, Forest of Thorns has the most amount of green if you're specifically looking for green. As you can see right there, there's 3 of them. So if you're wanting to rush it down, Forest of Thorns is the best. Trait Arcane for it is awful, but it would give you the best rate of getting green kills in Explore. Anyways, guys, good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. Best of luck with the gnomes. And I'll see you all tomorrow night to go over the new events for next week. Goodbye, everyone.